Hey everyone, we've got another Ikoria draft for today. I would like to be in green this week, but I don't know if that's going to happen. The reason I say I want to be in green is because I think they've got a really solid set of creatures that I haven't had a chance to play a whole lot with. Stuff like the Gemstone Recluse is quite strong. I'm still convinced that this format is mostly about the creature removal that you have. Most decks will play some mutate. Alright, well we've got Frondwin Felidar. This is a quite strong card. Puts us into green nicely and lets us start drafting for Vigilance as well, so we can pick up solid footings too. Assuming that these colors are open. That remains to be seen, but I will do my best to make sure that some of them are. Checkpoint Officer is quite good. It's that removal I was talking about. I also like Fertilid though, but I think Checkpoint Officer is safe. Okay, so the Exuberant Wolf Bear could be good with Checkpoint Officers and Humble Naturalists. Could just take another Checkpoint Officer. I want to try and make the Wolf Bear good. He's never really worked out well for me in the past, but if I'm going to be doing kind of green-white, I think that's the color combination to make him good with. So, let's see if we can get some value. Alright, so main Serval is going to be another Vigilance creature, or we can just get Pacifism, or Survivor's Bond is going to be able to recur humans too. Those are all great choices. Serval's not that great to me. Yeah, we have the Felidar, but I don't generally like it as a creature. However, we've got Frondwind. I think that's going to be a pretty significant part of our deck, and I'd like to be able to get him back. I think I do want a Fertilid at some point, though. Both of these characters like having mana to tap with, so being able to hit 6 to 7 or 8 mana is going to be helpful. Waiting on players. Mostly waiting on Blue Wenger. Beef 87. Cadaverously. I didn't think that cadaverous was an adverb, but here we are. The zombie lurched forth cadaverously. How else is the zombie going to do it? Not a lot of great options. Garrison Cat can get us some humans, but I don't think it's a good card. Fully Grown is probably our best bet here. Monstrous Step is pretty reasonable as removal as well. We don't really have Trample at the moment. I think I'm going to take Fully Grown. I mentioned Monstrous goes with Trample because giving a creature +7/+7 works best on something that'll trample the extra damage over. Now we do have Trample, but not like a Trample counter is a really weird thing because most of our bodies aren't big enough. Like you use a pump spell to make a small guy big to get a good block or attack in, but then you leave a Trample counter on and it's like, well, my 2/2 killed their 4/4 and now it has Trample, so they can't chump block my 2/2 anymore. Got him. Okay, I don't need the Triumph for my collection. I could take another Survivor's Bond. Actually, okay. Alright, Checkpoint Officer is the pick. I was thinking about that land too, but I think we can do 2 colors pretty easily, and Checkpoint Officer is going to be good. Alright, Will, Great Horn. I don't know what I think about the Great Horn. If we've got humans on our low spots, then we don't really want to mutate them. I'm going to go with Will. I always want to get good at, like, good combat trick blocking with Will of the All Hunter. Never seems to work out for me because I'm not really a patient player. But We'll try and get it to work this time. Well, migration path can be the mana I was talking about. These are a lot of... Green's definitely open, so that's good news for us. Helica Glider would fit right into the middle of our curve. I kind of just want something really big, though, I think. Yeah, now we'll take the Fertilid. Nice. Might just be another Fertilid, and that'll solve our mana issues. We'll be able to reliably pick up 6 and 7 drops like these sandworms. The Flycatcher is pretty good too. Oh, it's got Vigilance, yeah, let's take that. I forgot. Flycatchers go with the Fronlin Feldar well. And giving them reach is also really good. There's some impressive flyers in this format. Mainly because Vulpikeet exists, any creature with a good power can turn into a flying attacker. So having something that'll get in the way of that's important. Green's pretty dangerous about doing that sort of thing, though, because one sudden Spinnerets and you've lost your Voltron creature. Speaking of, we'll have to see if we can cram one in here. I like how this looks so far, though. Could use a few more good humans. I don't know what exists in the 2 and 3 drop slot for humans that I'm really excited about, though. The Snare guy that taps when you cycle is not great because we already have tapping stuff. Humble Naturalist answers my question. That's exactly what I wanted the 2 drops for humans. Not going to play any of this. I'll take that Tentative Connection so that no one else uses it against us. Although Tentative seems pretty bad against this deck if I've got Fronlin out. Another fully grown might be okay. I don't think I want to, so I'll probably cut one or both, but it's fine. Alright, we're not playing Lutri. Keensight Mentor. Oh, that's another human that we want in this deck. This is turning out great. Just going to double check the rest of the pack. There's not a whole lot I really want. That main serval could go in, but I'm actually pretty happy with the way our 2s and 3s are looking for humans to go with the Wolf Bear. Although the Mentor will probably want to be tapping each turn to put counters on instead of swinging. Yeah, we've got some good human targets for the Survivor's Bond already. Getting any of these 3 back is pretty excellent no matter what point in the game we're at. Alright, so we've got Divine Arrow. That Vulpikeet's pretty sweet. But I was just talking about removal. I think Divine Arrow is a fine card. Especially as you get towards the bigger bodies, like a Flycatcher. If your opponent goes to double block stuff, you can get some free 2-for-1s by killing one of the blockers. And well, the All Hunter actually goes well with Vigilance as well, because you can attack and then still block and get the bonus. Oh, there's a lot of good stuff in here. I think the pick's got to be Mosscoat for the Vigilance creature. Sudden Spinnerets is nice. Even Wilt, I think, is starting to catch my eye for this format. Stuff like Pacifism, Capture Sphere are just really good. And you see some dangerous artifacts, too. Alright, Proud Wild Bonder, Ram Through. Patagia Tiger is pretty cool. 9. I don't know if even our deck's gonna get to 9 with just one Fertilid. He is big. I think he's more of a cheaty into play sort of guy, though. Proud Wildbonder is pretty cool, though. I just don't know if it's better than Ram Through. Our guys don't have a whole lot of power, though, so I think it's either this or the Patagia Tiger. I'm gonna go with the Wildbonder, just as another good human to get back with Survivor's Bond. Obviously, we're not going to be turning him into a 4/4 with the Wolf Bear. Okay, well, we can get another good human here with the Hornbash Mentor. We don't really have a lot of trample, but this would make our Wildbonder better. Or we could go for the safe Honey Mammoth. I do like Honey Mammoth. I want to get the Hornbash, though. We've got a cool sort of white-green humans creatures thing. Solid footing here because of Fronlin Feldar and the Keensight Mentor. Might be a little too cute, but I like solid footing. You can put out a lot of extra damage. Fertilid or Jubilant. I'm gonna go with the Fertilid, I think. Would be pretty good with the Wolf Bear. I'm gonna do the Fertilid, and I think it can make a pretty good combo with the two Mentors to just pull out all the lands from my deck. Adventurous Impulse is pretty good, especially if we're building around this Felidar as heavily as I am. I don't think I want this Excavation Mole. It could be good for putting stuff into the discard with for Survivor's Bond. I like Impulse a lot. We're going to take Impulse. Serval is fine here. I don't know if I'm going to put it into the deck, but nothing else is going in, so we'll take the Serval and decide later. Like, it's good with solid footing. It's okay with the Felidar. Like, it turns into a kind of checkpoint officer with the Felidar out, which is fine. I don't think we need this healer here. I don't think I want to do any sort of cycling shenanigans, and I have a good density of humans now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 humans already. I feel like that's pretty good. Same thing with the Snare Tactician for the same exact reasons. Although, I might... Thwart seems dangerous. I've just never actually put it in a deck and gotten a good chance to use it. It feels better with creatures that have higher power than toughness, and that's not really the direction a lot of our decks taken. Oh, there's a Honey Mammoth. I'll run that. Sudden Spinnerets. Oh, I'd be fine if we just ended at 2 packs. Let's see what else we can get. Heat Bonder could be fine. I can't make any more of these tough decisions. These are all pretty good. So I don't think I like Inguirius. Oh, he is a big 4/4 for 4. And he can mutate to get rid of pacifism. Yeah, we'll go with that. Maybe I should have taken charge. Take pacifism here. Just gonna pick up what removal I can now, I guess. Might run this Tiger. Be pretty good with a Proud Wildbonder. Swing in for 6 unblockable. I mean, it's pretty good on Fertilid as well. But I think most of the time I'll be just casting it as a 4/4 with reach and trample. Yeah, that's a fine array of abilities. I'll take another solid footing. I'm on the fence about these when we have so many other good cards in the deck already. Definitely not running that main serval. Even if I want to put solid footing in. This is going to be difficult to cut down. That's with most of this pack left. I still don't know what I'm getting rid of from here. I don't think I want the Caprador. I don't have really any good tricks with it. We've got pretty much everything in here already. I honestly don't think I would run any of this. Yeah, I think the most likely one I would take another copy of is the Honey Mammoth. Yeah, I don't want a Sabertooth yet. It's a good creature, but I like the humans at these 2-drops. I think I will run another Girafid. I'm gonna cut 3 cards from here. The reason I want this other Girafid is because it combos well with my Mentors. I can give it Vigilance, Trample, just make it big. Oh, there's another Wolf Bear. Alright. Oh. Don't need the Farfinder. I think Fertilid's better. I don't need another Fertilid, though. Oh, yeah, no, I don't want a third Girafid. Maybe I do over the Honey Mammoth? No. I like the life gain off of the Mammoth, and it's just big. Spontaneous Flight's good. I don't think we're running it. Take out... I think these fully growns are... I'll leave one in. It's a good combat trick. I'm going to take out Will. I've got 2 more cards. Like usual, I'm probably going to take out Sun Spinnerets. Take out Impulse since I've got to trim it down. How many creatures have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's a lot of creatures, so we'll put some of those back in. I go on Sun Spinnerets and Impulse. And take out... Ugh, these are all incredible. Oh yeah, we got that last pick, Forest. We can play green. I was really leaving it down to the wire there for that last pick to open up green, but we did it. We got there. I gotta cut one more thing. All of these are really good. Oh, I haven't looked at this before. Sudden Spinrets is pretty cool with checkpoint officers and Felidars. You can untap them to tap down another thing. 2 mana to tap a creature isn't great, but there you go. Do I want this Greater Sandworm in here? I don't think we need it. I think the Sandworm's the least likely to be doing anything. The 2 cycling's pretty cool, though. Like, there's not much cost for leaving it here. And it can just turn into an extra card off of Survivor's Bond. I also need to consider if I want Thwart the Enemy in here. I don't think I do, though. I've got a lot of creature control. Maybe just take out Divine Arrow. The arrows... I'm never going to regret having an arrow in my hand. Quick cut to 40 minutes later. I'm like, man, this Divine Arrow just doesn't kill a 6/6 Honey Mammoth. Wish I had another, like a Greater Sandworm or something. We'll go with this. No point killing myself over this decision. Let's just play some cards. I like how the deck turned out, though. Wanted to play green, got to play solid green-white creatures with humans. I haven't done a good creatures with humans deck before. Alright, Siluik 10. Siluik 10, we're gonna turn stuff sideways and or not turn them sideways because of vigilance. I don't like this hand. Yeah, I don't. Nope. We can do way better. I don't know. Solid Footing. I've got the keen. Solid Footing's pretty cool here. Throwback Divine Arrow. Would have kept it if it were a Greater Sandworm, right? Actually, I probably would have. I could cycle it. Alright, we're looking at a pretty scary Garuda deck right off the bat. This could be a very sad Keensight Mentor. I don't think I wouldn't play it turn 3. Alright, well, we're just gonna pass for now. Take some more damage. And go to 4. So I can play Keensight Mentor just to bait out his removal. I don't think that's a great plan. That does let me play a Flycatcher next turn, though. This is probably a mistake, because I think I just broadcast to my opponent that I have Sudden Spinnerets. But the Auto Tapper was trying to do Solid Footing, and I think that's not the combat trick I want to play right now. Yeah, that's what I figured. Well, this is fine then. Sudden Spinnerets can block the Lurking Deadeye pretty well. And I want to start getting this value here. Stabilize the board, at least play some stuff. If he has a counterspell, he has a counterspell. Okay. Spend some premium removal on it. Unfortunately, we're not really going anywhere. And now he can just afford to play removal or Garuda. We're just going to lose because we've got terrible hands. Maybe I need to look at the curve for this deck again. I think it's my Wolf Bear. He gets his Wolf Bear. Yeah, we can concede. There's that's way too much damage for us to do anything about. Let me just double check the curve for this deck again. Maybe I went too heavy on the big guys at the top. No way. No way. We have plenty of stuff. This is just bad draws. Let's try again. Jeez. There's no way that we have too many things that do deal with creatures and not enough creatures. We counted 17. Well, this is fine though. We got 2 3-drops we can play. The Fertilid will dig for more. And the solid footing on Mosscoat can be pretty solid. Oh, nice. Humble Naturalist. Well, let's see if it gets Essence Scattered. It did not. This looks pretty good. Stormwild. Well, I'm not gonna Divine Arrow that, so I guess we might just end up racing. I think I should have forced the Naturalist to tap so that I could put solid footing on the Ikoria this turn. This auto tapper is really bad at its job of guessing exactly what I want. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and... The reason I'm doing this, even though it's not an important block to me, is because this Caprador can get out of control. Yeah, that makes sense. Could be worse. No, it cannot be worse. So now we need Divine Arrow to kill that Skycat. Let's see. Options. I think our only option is to save Divine Arrow mana and hope that he attacks. I don't have anything with reach, so maybe he'll go all in on the Skycat Sovereign attacking and I can just shoot it down. If I can't get it this turn, he's probably just going to put it at Divine Arrow range. Okay, he's probably going to get greedy then and swing, so maybe... Yes. Okay. He's still going to get 1 card draw, and maybe he has a counter spell. I think there's not blue. Okay. Still gets a card draw, and we got rid of the thing that was important. I'm not sure which card I want to cast this turn. Honey Mammoth or Wild Bonder. Wild Bonder is probably just going to get blocked by like a Day Squad Marshal. I think this will put more presence on the board immediately. So he's going to get to draw a card each turn with this Caprador until I draw Pacifism. Which is not good. I don't think I would have done that. Maybe he's got something else going on, but maybe he's digging really hard, but this is much stronger as this just another body. Like, you got 2 extra damage in this turn. Oh, that's excellent. I don't want it to be like, oh, you don't have a second green, you can't mutate, so I'll just cast the card normally. We're going to put this on the Fertilid. because I need to destroy this reconnaissance mission. He has already drawn way too many cards. He's got 4 cards in hand. We've got a really good board, though, so I'm not that concerned. If we can shut down his card draw, then we're not going to lose. I mean, we're not in a losing position. Like, taking 8 here puts him at 9. We've got a lot of damage on the board next turn. He can't play like an Agent of Treachery now, because that's not in this format. Could do an Inspired Ultimatum. I think you need... For Inspired... Yeah, you need triple red. So, we're pretty far from an Inspired Ultimatum. Oh, he blocked the wrong guy. That's quite unfortunate for him. Okay. I can just throw down the Wild Bonder now and get 6 damage in. Oh, maybe he's got Essence Scatter. Oh, alright. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm fine trading the Mammoth for his 2 flyers if he wants to multi-block. That makes sense. I'm okay with that trade. Oh, I guess we're just gonna get cycled to death. Maybe I should have killed the Snare Tactician. So I can get some damage in if he wants to double block. I can get 1 point, and then... no, that's bad. Just gonna get a forest out of my deck right now. I don't think that the 6 power is going to be too important. We'll go to combat, cycle some more. I'm gonna get some lifelink. If he ever runs out of cycling cards, we'll be okay, but I actually don't know that he will. I want that sudden spinnerets now. Alright, so he goes up to 9. Plays another Snare Tactician, from which I can only assume that we'll never get to untap again. Put a trample on... oh. He didn't have the cycle. Okay. So that Hornbash was key in putting us up to lethal damage. I kind of thought we had lost that one. Big brain. Wow. Our opening hands have not been kind to us. We can do better. Okay, well... This is a good combo. I'm going to assume that we're going to draw a forest immediately. That's a forest. It's like a forest in that it's green. Which isn't like a forest at all because the forest's not green. It's colorless. Has nothing in common with a forest. Alright, well, we're the luckiest people. Okay. Goodbye, checkpoint officer. We'll play around Fertilid. Seems good. Even if we pacifism it, we'll still end up giving him his 2 lands off of the Fertilid. Do I need this checkpoint officer? I don't think I do. Let's use him to gain 5 health. Alright, that is exactly what I wanted. So we're going to pacifism his Great Horn and then Fertilid counter on his turn. If he does a Gem Razor onto this Great Horn, I think we'll be able to just concede. So he's leaving up a blue and a white, so it could be Startling Development style or negate, or not negate, Essence Scatter. Okay. Oh, we'll just have to deal with that. I want a green. So I could use Hornbash Mentor and Divine Arrow to kill the Great Horn. I think that's our best option. Leaves us exposed to whatever else good he has in his hand, but surviving is good. I mean, a 5/6 is big enough that we have to deal with it. He might not attack here. He might just play it safe. Alright. We're going to use full control this time. Block. Pass to damage. Divine Arrow. Did we do it right? Every time. Divine Arrow. Oh, removal. Okay. Alright. Well, he's gonna get to draw off of the Great Horn for forever anyways. Keen Sight seems bad. It's a lot of land, a lot of card draw. It is not looking good for us. I'll cast Sudden Spinnerets. Looking at his land, is like, is this worth countering? It's just a checkpoint officer. Alright. Looks like he didn't want to spend anything on it. Wingfold's good. I think he's gonna go for it. Yeah, it'll do X-Proof. He'll probably throw Vulpikeet on it. And we'll be in trouble. Keen Sight's useless right now. I'm gonna just wait. Yeah, okay, so he could have cast that Startling Development. I wonder why he didn't. I feel like a card's worth killing Checkpoint Officer. Especially once he's getting all these cards. Could use a Frondwind guy myself. God is Vantislor. Alright. We're straight up losing this game. It's alright, maybe he'll run out of cards in 10 turns and we'll win. Could be even less if he keeps using his Great Horn. Yeah, advancing the win condition. So I think my issue with the Humans Beast, yeah, there's that Vulpikeet I was talking about. My issue with the Humans Beast type deck is that even though you have a good amount of each in your deck, you're never guaranteed to have them at the same time. Even if you like build the deck appropriately, you can't always draw everything in the right ratio. I don't know if we have anything that can kill this Wingfold, by the way. I think we just lose. Especially since I didn't use my Checkpoint Officer. Some sort of newbie. Cool. We'll just draw lands forever. It's the best counter to Wingfold Terran is to never play spells again. Alright, so we're 1-2. This is not a good record for a deck I thought was quite good. And my instinct when I see games like that is to throw more creatures in the deck, but it's clearly not the problem here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, yeah. There's no way we need more creatures. Can't really take out lands because we're mostly 4, 5s, and 6 drops. Alright, yet again, incorrect colors. However, we have a Fertilid, so let's keep and see what we can do with this. Well, we got a 3rd land, so at least we can find the white with our Fertilid. Unless he just kills it. He could just Heartless Act it and be like, nope, we're not getting lands. I could slowly Survivor's Bond it into play. Alright, so we're cycling. Alright. Our only hope. I'm definitely not blocking with this Fertilid. I don't know if he has an unlikely 8 he wants to play, but I'm not taking any chances with that. Oh, don't Flame Spill it. He's really thinking about it. He's gonna see if I give it to him for free first. Oh, we got a land. Okay, so I guess next turn we can just Honey Mammoth. That doesn't seem great against a black deck, though. Playing out your big stuff first just means they'll spend their removal on it. I think I'm gonna go Checkpoint Officer and 1 Fertilid. That'll get us up to Flycatcher. And if he goes for Flame Spill, I can use Sudden Spinnerets instead. Alright. The Serrated Scorpion, I do need to be careful of Lurking Deadeyes. Scorpion is pretty much the perfect card to get 1 point of damage in, and then kill with a Lurking Deadeye. So this 4 mana turn's pretty dangerous. Okay, so it is a cycling type deck. That is interesting. If he attacks, I'll block and not... Yeah, there's no point for him to attack. I could Sudden Spinnerets if he were to attack, but it's way more worthwhile for me to just get a land here, pretty sure. Alright, so we got the Goriak. I actually like that because it keeps up mana for stuff. I'll be able to Checkpoint Officer if nothing else. On the other hand, if I Checkpoint Officer, it doesn't leave Sudden Spinnerets mana up. It might be better just to play a big creature. Because if he's cycling for value, I need to just be attacking. I think the best way to attack though is with the Goriak, because this is a very tempting double block. That's the style of creature it is. And then I can Sudden Spinnerets. Although that doesn't really get me very far. The +1's not a lot. It'd just basically be trading Sudden Spinnerets for one of his creatures. His decks don't have a lot of flying usually. So I don't need the Spinnerets for a lot. He could be running... Oh no, White's got plenty of flyers. Between Vulpikeet, Patagia Tiger. Red even has that Phoenix that could pop up. I need mana, most. Because I'm going to be taking a lot of damage if I don't just start tapping down this Tigerilla. Vigilance, of course. No attacks. I don't mind taking 1 attack from this Tigerilla, but I could also just block it and Sudden Spinnerets. I am not sure that's a safe idea, though. This is a lot of mana. He's definitely at Blitz Leech range. So if he just goes to combat, I think I'll just let that happen. Okay. Well, that's what I need the Sudden Spinnerets for. Or Pacifism or something. He doesn't attack. Oops, wrong one. That's too bad. No attacks. This is a very cluttered board, and I don't like it. I hope he swings, though. I want to triple block a Sanctuary Smasher just to make sure it's dead. Anything else, I can deal with the Honey Mammoth. Coordinated charge. Exciting. Okay. If that's the case, he's going to be dealing 8, which is enough to kill 1 Flycatcher. So I need to triple... Yeah, I do need to triple block. Or I can take the opportunity to kill all of his small stuff. And take 10. None of this has trample. I don't think he expected that. Or he's trying to decide if it's worth it to still play Suffocating Fumes. Interesting. Worth it to still play the Coordinated Charge. Could have just been a Suffocating Fumes attack, though. I'm glad I have this Honey Mammoth. He's got quite a bit of indirect damage to me that I'm happy with. Alright, so he's gonna put the counter on the Sanctuary Smasher, I guess. Yeah, alright. That explains why he was fine attacking out when I've got a lot of damage coming back at him. I think this is okay, though. If his Smasher is the best thing he's got, he's lost all of the support. So I can play out the Checkpoint Officer and just start tapping down the Smasher. Alright. Very fancy. Let's see. So that Impulse is not bad. If my plan is to play Checkpoint Officer... Ugh. And Sudden. Yeah, let's go ahead and Impulse. I guess we're getting the planes. I'm okay with that. I can definitely use the extra mana. That's still such a bad auto-tap solution. What if I want to play Spinnerets and Survivor's Bond game? I'm not going to, but it's just bad. He plays his own Checkpoint Officer. It's pretty strong for him. So I really need him not to have a trick that will defeat Sudden Spinnerets now. So I think not even Coordinated Charge works here, which is what I think he has. I think that all-out attack was indicative of it. But he's cycled quite a bit since then, so maybe it was just a Suffocating Fumes plus lifelink. He didn't feel danger or threatened by it. He threw away a lot of characters, though, so... Fight as one. Alright, well that's the worst. Don't appreciate that. Divine Arrow. Okay. Well, now we're in business. Let's see. Not great business because our health total is very low. So I tap down this with 2 of my mana. I double block. He'll expect a combat. He'll tap down this. I'll single block. Yeah, this is... I'm trying to decide if I want to Survivor's Bond right now. I don't. Alright, so this is the reach one, so I can just get 2 points of damage in. Tiger Roll is pretty scary. If I double block, it doesn't do anything for me, because he'll just kill it. Just try right now. No reason to commit blockers yet, I guess. Don't have another fight as one. Don't have another fight as one. Alright. Sweet. We have Honey Mammoth, we have Checkpoint Officer, we have to eat through 28 damage. I'm glad I had that Honey Mammoth. Alright. We are 5 creatures from death. See what our Honey Mammoth's never gonna get killed. I'd love to trade it with a big creature like Tigerilla. Maybe I should be tapping down his Checkpoint Officer. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have tapped down the Checkpoint Officer. He's gonna fling it right now. Okay. You go to combat. So leaving the Checkpoint Officer up means that I can tap down his officer on his turn, so my Honey Mammoth will do more damage in the future. I really hope he doesn't have that tentative connection. That would be an amazing play. Might be lethal. No, I would tap down the Honey Mammoth before... Take the Wolf Bear and swing. Okay, so he's got some life gain. Ooh, Frondland. So that means I'll be able to tap down the healer as well. Can't swing with these two together, right? 10, 14, 17, 18, 19. Very close. Not this turn. I guess it still gets big. Turn off full control now. No chump blocking. This might have been a mistake, actually. Okay. I was gonna say, he can double attack. No. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess he is gonna cast 2 creatures and throw them both at me. Does he have like direct damage? I think there's a direct player burn. I should know by now. Alright, well, this creature number 1 needs a 1-drop in order for this to be lethal. A serrated scorpion would be pretty killer right now. Alright, I go to the 1. We do it. We did it extremely close. So if he had cycled one more card off of that Drannith Stinger, we would have died. I think he shouldn't have given up all his creatures on that Suffocating Fumes attack. There's a pretty obvious triple block scenario with a big first strike creature like that. Wow. This is... of our 5 games, I think we've gotten only one type of land in 4 of them. I go first. Alright. I can play the Mentor, I guess. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. But yeah, if he had Suffocating Fumes in his hand, he could have gotten that triple block would not have worked out for me. Good game. Oops. Hello. Okay. Well, these are interesting draws that we've gotten. Fertilid into Horn. Yeah, I think I don't want Fertilid to die. It's just gonna get Fire Prophesied. Wow. So I'd like to put this Mentor on the Honey Mammoth and then play Wild Bonder. It's completely in the reverse order, but if I just draw a couple lands, it should be doable. I can play Humble Naturalist next turn if I get a Plains. I didn't get a Plains, but I'm still gonna do this. Checkpoint Officer is pretty useless without a Plains. Guess I'm playing this Wild Bonder. I need Divine Arrow before he pumps that Ceratops too big, but it's already too late. My only hope at this point is that Sudden Spinnerets saves my creatures. So he attacks and then I Sudden Spinnerets and get a free block. I guess I'll play Checkpoint Officer. Just hold up Sudden Spinnerets mana. That's not great. No attack. So the only reason for him to attack with the Wolverine is if he has an instant spell he wants to play. I'm not happy about that pass. I really needed that sudden spinnerets. Solid footing. And he has trample. Now he knows I have sudden spinnerets too. The essence. Should I just concede? Seems good. Fortunately, we have the untap for it. If he plays a single spell, though, this doesn't kill the Ceratops. I'm just killing the Wolverine. If I get a white, I can pacifism the Ceratops, and he might be out of stuff. But why would I get a white? That would make sense. You know, I stopped playing 3-color draft decks because I couldn't get all my mana. I was like, oh, I'll play 2. Then I'll be guaranteed to have the color advantage against all of my opponents who are stuck on 2 of their 3 colors. Didn't really work out for me. Alright, let's see if you have a bump. Oh, just a bunch of damage. Seems good. I guess I can trade with the Cloud Piercer. He has heightened reflexes. This is gonna end up so bad. Alright, he didn't. Oh, we did it. We got a spell. I mean, yeah. There are counter spells to this. Yep. Alright, so what's going to happen is we're going to draw a land and play... Oh, Honey Mammoth won't even... yeah, okay. Draw lands. 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh yeah, I don't have enough to play. Let's see, Goriak. Actually. I need him to not have anything in his hands. But it's possible that we can turn this around. Is it better just to chump block here and wait for a more advantageous turn where I can... I don't have Divine Arrow and Solid Footing. Alright, we're just gonna go for it. I need him not to have a combat trick that will kill my stuff. The good news is he can only really kill one of these things. Alright. Maybe I should have played the Solid Footing before I did the triple block. So I could get a chump if he countered it. It's dead. Yeah, this is just better as a creature. He's gonna play a Capture Sphere and I'll be like, wish I had an Inguirius. Oh, okay, I'm fine with that as a scatter. We are not dying on the board, so one more land and I can get Honey Mammoth out, which is what I really need. cool. Get your best cards. Cool. And then you can anticipate for Essence Scatter. I don't like that. Actually, that's probably... it's not game over, but close. No, I think it is. Yeah. Well, that's really annoying. I guess I should have held on to the Fertilid a little longer, play out the Hornbash Mentor instead. We almost stabilized there. Well, now I have learned, even if you have a really good green-white deck, don't play it, because you can't draw the right mix of humans and non-humans. I thought it would be good. I think this is my second or third time trying to make this work, and it's never turned out right. So I think I'm done with the humans, non-humans, try and combo. You just can't get the cards that you need consistently. It's better just to play good cards all the time that are good on their own. If I were to say one thing, though, I think this deck could have used more pacifisms. The Hornbash Mentor and Keensight Mentor, and really a lot of the deck, work better when you are playing a prolonged game and not dying to attacks every turn. I thought that the Checkpoint Officers and Frondwind would help out with that, but they didn't really. They're too expensive. Checkpoint Officer is okay, but 2 mana to tap down something when I'm playing this heavy of a curve just didn't work out correctly. So pacifisms over Checkpoint Officer, and at that point a lot of my humans are gone, so probably just play good green-white creatures instead. But that's alright. We don't have to try this deck again. Next week it'll be back to black and white, the good colors. Alright, well I'll be back on Friday. We'll see you then.